Welcome back, everybody. We're at the Barrio Queen. Desert Ridge is where you can find us, and it is Taco Tuesday, which means it is also El Bandido Yankee Tequila Tuesday as well, and that means that the El Bandido Yankee Tequila owner, Jim Bob Morris, is here.
Tequila!
Here we go. It's always great when we get a chance to get Jim Bob on the show. We always try to pick his knowledge about picking games, and we've got games lined up, and we have a caller as well playing for a $25 gift card, and that is Jake from Scottsdale. Jim Bob, it's Jimmy B and Manooch. How are you, pal?
Jimmy B and Manooch, how are you guys? It's Jim Bob with the one and only El Bandido Yankee Tequila coming at you, and I just want to warn Jake, Jim Bob is like 103, so good luck to him today.
Hey, first and foremost, are you down there in Miami getting ready for Game 3 tomorrow night?
We are. Here's the deal. There's only one great tequila in the world, and it's El Bandido Yankee, and there's only one team in Miami that's going to be winning any games in the final, and it is the Miami Heat, and we are getting ready for it, baby.
So are you sitting courtside, or will we see you someplace, or are you up like in a luxury suite somewhere?
I think they're going to ask me to coach. Okay, you know, I took my son's team. I mean, we won like 100 in a row before we lost one game, and when we lost, I was admonishing the kids and telling them, "You know what the sound of silence is?" And they're all mad at me. And my kid looks at me and goes, "Dad, we're in 3rd grade."
So Jim, did you say, so what's your problem?
Exactly. Hey, kid, what's your problem, kid?
Jimmy, why does that not surprise me, man?
God, that's funny. That's a great story. Hey, listen, before we do the contest, didn't you guys also hook up with the Andretti racing team as well?
We did. In fact, I will send Manooch the renderings I just got back from the Andretti team for the new Formula One and Indy car. It looks badass, guys. I will tell you, getting the El Bandido Yankee to go around the track at 235 mile an hour is certainly intriguing to me. But we just got the renderings back for the car, and it looks amazing. But we had a great time with those guys.
And before we move on again, but this might be putting the cart in front of the horse. We'll be getting your odds during the Suns season because the Suns have a new sheriff in town, Frank Vogel, the new head coach of your Phoenix Suns. What do you think about that, there, big fella?
You know, I think it's a big hire. They paid some money for that too, I understand.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they got some of that El Bandido Yankee Tequila money to help bring him in. I think it happened there.
Well, I tell you what, we're going to be sending him some El Bandido Yankee or maybe I send that to the owners of the Suns to ease the pain a little bit.
All right, big dog, here we go. Jake in Scottsdale is your opposition today. The first question for Jim Bob. Here we go. NBA. Nuggets -3.5 at Miami tomorrow night. Tyler Hero has already been ruled out, still with the broken hand. He will not play for Miami.
I'm taking the Heat, and the Heat, let me tell you something. The first game that we saw the Heat go like 0 for 40 from 3. You saw what happens when that team is on, and the Miami Heat are going to cover that -3.5, and they're going to walk away victoriously.
All right, let's see what Jake has to say. Spence?
Yeah, Jake is picking Denver. He thinks they're going to pick themselves up off the floor and steal Game 3 in Miami.
All right, let's go to the National Hockey League there. Again, down in that neighborhood of Miami, the Golden Knights at the Panthers. That'll be Thursday night. Over-under is 6. The Knights are up 2 games to zip after they won last night's game. What was it, 25-2 or something like that?
Like it, yeah.
7-2 thrashing last night there, Jim Bob.
I'm taking the Golden Knights to sweep the Panthers. I'm sorry. But Vegas is on a roll, and there's going to be a little bit more defense, but it could be a 6-0 game or 5-0 game. Wow. I'm going to take the Golden Knights to win, and I'm taking the under.
All right, Spencer. What does Jake have?
Jake thinks Florida is going to be able to get one game at home. He thinks it's going to be game 3, and he's also going under. He thinks it's going to be a bit of a defensive affair.
Fair enough. All right. Major League Baseball. The Diamondbacks against the Nationals. They're going to first pitch, at least our time, is around 4 o'clock. Over-under is 9.5. Tommy Henry starts on the mound for the Snakes today. Over-under 9.5 for the Nationals and D-backs. Jim Bob.
I'm taking the under on that as well. I just spent an entire weekend at Auburn, Alabama for the regionals in baseball, and I watched a ton of baseball, a ton of pitching, and I'm going to say that Tommy's going to be in control, and we're going to go with the under.
All right. Spencer, what does Jake have to say from Scottsdale?
Jake is thinking the same thing Jim Bob is. He thinks the D-backs are going to win. He's going under.
All right, there you go. That is indeed our El Bandido Yankee Tequila Pick'em contest. Jim Bob, you've been on a roll lately, pal. You've been squashing the opposition.
It's hard for somebody to get some free Barrio Queen gift certificates when you're playing a pro such as myself. But I'm telling you, bring it on, everybody. Hey, I'm happy to meet you out and buy you some tacos at Barrio Queen.
3 minutes.
When I'm in town next, make sure we get all the losers lined up, which is about 100 of them, and I will buy everybody dinner.
Man, you're Jim Bob, I got to tell you, your modesty just overwhelms us sometimes, man.
It is. Well, hey, listen, guys. When you have the best tequila, the most authentic tequila in the world, and you're backing that, and let me tell you something. We're getting ready to, you can't help yourself but be a little modest.
Yeah. I got to tell you what. Hey, Jim Bob, always a pleasure to have you. K-State's in the house, Green Bay's in the house, but more importantly, El Bandido Yankee Tequila in the Barrio Queen house. That's more important.
Hey, make it an El Bandido Yankee Day, guys. Have a great one out there, and I love you. I'll see you guys next week.
All right, thank you, pal. There you go. Jim Bob Morris, El Bandito Yankee Tequila. It is indeed a Taco Tuesday here at the Barrio Queen. We are broadcasting live today in Desert Ridge at the
2 minutes
here. And it is a El Bandito Yankee Tequila Tuesday as well, Manuch. It's always fun when he's on.
It's funny because James Jr., who sometimes joins us out here.
He does. He shows
at
up.
One of the Barrio Queens. He shared that story. He goes, man, my dad was a hell of a coach. We were undefeated, but I said, oh, my gosh, that's great. What great. He goes, and because he goes, he could get on a roll, and he could tell you how the cow ate the cabbage and get on you. I said, oh, man, I'm thinking maybe 7th, 8th grade. He goes, no, we were 3rd graders.
That was a great story.
What? I mean, I can just see, all right, take 5 laps.
Yeah.
All right, they give me 50 squats or 50 push-ups. They're